Coach, a very warm day outside by Minnesota standards, but then again, it is still summer. Either way, the AC is working just fine at U.S. Bank Stadium in the Twin Cities. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Dallas Cowboys and the Minnesota Vikings. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. This is fielded a couple yards deep, and he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25.
Let's go.
At their own 26-yard line.
What's that? 180. Check line 54. Line 54. Here I come.
Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big hitter there. A first down gain of 26 yards.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 50-yard line.
Ready. 88. Right there. 54 Mike. Go. Go.
On second down now, it's Cook. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
I got you.
The shotgun snap for Newton. And he finds Cook. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 32-yard line. Well, he's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Let's go one more.
Back to the ground, this time Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Fournette, a first down carry. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
56 is the mic. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On second down, it's Cook. And just a couple yards there down to the 17. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Get in the weight room.
Great.
Mike's 56.
Throwing on third down, Newton. The open man is Smith. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my help with a few plays, and they didn't seem to want it.
I didn't offer mine.
You were the smart one. Whatever they're doing, though, it's working really well.
Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Cook waiting in the backfield all alone. They'll give it to him up the middle, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Vikings take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Greg Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Defense wins championships, baby.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. That one complete. Elliott. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
Let's go, baby.
13 yards and a 1st down, Cowboys. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Out of the gun, Newton. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down.
First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Set, ready! You can set, ready? Before Mike. Three buzz, three buzz, three buzz.
This is Fournette. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I got wide, I got wide.
On second down, Cook. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's get it.
The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. The Vikings on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is third down and 12.
Mike's 5-4. Mike's 5-4. Let's go, D.
Hey, watch Sam, watch Sam. Check Mike.
From the gun, here's Newton.
Let's go.
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jalen Smith. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That's now his second interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. A first down carry by Elliott. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a second and 13.
Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Hey, Mike's 42. Mike.
Now Prescott. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Well, Brandon, all receivers are trying to make sure that the defender thinks they're going to the middle of the field when they're running the out cut. On that play, didn't get it done very well because that one was batted down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard.
Ricky.
On the ground, it's Cook. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Let's go, D. Big series right here. We got to step in.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
56, right there, 56. We own them. We own them. Get it.
First down, here's the run with Cook. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Watch the out. Watch the out. 20. Mike's 54.
They'll try the air now with Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. Here's Henderson. He's got the first down here inside the 30 and down to the 29-yard line. 12 yards there, first down Vikings.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Mike's by 4. Here we go. Watch the twist. Watch the twist. He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up. Shift. Check. Crunch.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
I got you, boy. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
From the gun, Newton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking that time to get it to Paris Campbell, and that'll make it 3rd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Operating from the gun, Newton. And an alley to Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had gained really good yardage, but that's what you tell your quarterbacks, right? Get down after you've got the run.
You don't have to prove your toughness. You know, I think that's what a lot of coaches are trying to preach to their guys. Get the yardage, get down, protect the football, and protect yourself from extra hits as well.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn it into first downs and hopefully points.
An ideal beginning of the drive there as they'll get 20 and a first down. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10.
You better bring it.
Check one.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big run that time by Elliott. And even 60 yards for him on the ground. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
At the Vikings 1-yard line.
One man in the backfield, that's Elliott on 2nd and goal.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Hey, Mike 54. Mike 54.
You gonna get this, boy? You think you gonna get this? You gonna get this? Take 4, take 4.
Check, 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 check.
They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. Can this Vikings D hold up one more time? 3rd and goal.
Let's go, baby. Turnover. Get that.
Prescott from the gun. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
Let's go, big time. Let's go, let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 76 yards. And the Vikings get the quick strike touchdown. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Elliott. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
Check 37, check 37.
A first down throw for Prescott. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. Now Elliott. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott in the final seconds of the first half as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 15-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something quick.
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. They go to Elliott again. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Set, ready, and ready. 42, check, Mike 42. Blue there.
10th carry now for Elliott. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down. The yardage numbers for him just keep piling up for his career. He's now toppled, Charles, the 11,000-yard mark.
And just think about that. For most NFL running backs in their career, it feels like if they get to 1,000 yards, they've had a nice little run. He's over 11,000 yards, probably beyond his wildest dreams.
So after a good run by Zeke, another first and 10.
Cut. Check. Jim.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, Find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
You. Switch.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
I'm coming, baby. Woo! Mike's 42. Mike's 42.
On 2nd and 12, Prescott. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
No. Off. Rotate. Step. Go. Hey, watch that.
On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Will Parks there in coverage to knock it away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
And his kick here is good. And the lead is down to 1 now at 14-13. So a decent drive there to start the 3rd quarter. They only salvaged 3 out of it, but they inch a bit closer.
Yeah, but still lots of time to go in this one. That's why you hear that clapping on the sidelines, right? Hey, got some points. As you said, inching their way back in. Time left to go out and get that victory.
So we're back to a 1-point game now as the kickoff comes. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. 2nd down, it's Henderson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And the Cowboys here on 3rd down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Here I come again.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. A give for Henderson running to the right. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A give to Cook out of the gun. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 17 yards, 1st down, Vikings.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, a give to Henderson. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Newton. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
56. Mike, 56. Right there, 56.
Great.
56 to Mike.
From the 50, Newton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connect.
And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Darrell Henderson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. Joseph now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told, as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They start on the ground with Elliott. He's got a first down past the 30. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Prescott to throw it. Looking for Harry. He airs, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. N'Keal Harry, his second touchdown on the season, as they now sit just a 2-point conversion away from tying this game up in the fourth quarter. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Man up, D. Hey, watch that. Check Mike 54. Mike 54.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. This is caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior, big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. They'll run with Henderson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 7 yards there and a first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now a run with Cook. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here we go. Like 80. 20.
On 2nd down now. It's Henderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his third touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joseph now to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, Dallas.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, let's get this, get this. He's crashing. He's a safe. Pull it. How? Safe. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
Now Elliott. And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Elliott. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it, get the first down, close it out.
Running with Elliott. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
And a Cowboy first down.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He finds Hopkins complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they wanted. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Say hello to Eric Kendricks. He gets the sack there. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Mike Hughes. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Good starting field position for the Vikings as they have it 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Touchdown, Vikings! Dalvin Cook, 59 yards. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. You talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I'll bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
We play to win. Let's go.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. A 20th carry here for Elliott. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the 2nd level.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Elliott a 1st down and more. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. 34 yards there and a 1st down. They needed inches, but they got yards and plenty of them.
And that often happens when everyone's stacked near the line of scrimmage when, as you said, all you need are inches. So you bring people closer to it. If you pop it free as he did there, it's a lot of grass available for him to run on.
They go play action here on 1st down, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. Well, he's got to have that wrong, doesn't he? They declined that.
There's no doubt about it. Sorry to step on you there, partner, but let's go ahead and run this one together, right? Incomplete pass, yet they call pass interference, and somehow you're going to decline that.
I'm so confused. Here's Prescott, and that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be, and time has run out now on this game. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Vikings, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.